6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Set. Green, 30.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
Here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Gone.
He'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Gone. Over.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Back 99, Philly, here we go. Set. 3-19. 3-19. Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
Jackson on 1st down. Dancing to his left. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. Drops it off to Ajayi. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Jay Ajayi, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Reggie Ragland. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Wait a second. They did not accept that after the incompletion. Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's free yards. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
Here's a give to Yeldon. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
The Raiders into the red zone for the first time. 1st and 10 at the 19. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. 4 down, 4 down. Over.
They go play action now. Jackson. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Amari Cooper, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. McManus's point after is good. And it's now 14-0. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So the Broncos coming out now. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. The loss of 3 on that 1st down pass play, now 2nd and 13.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Fighting to stay upright. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. That's pulled in at the 32. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. And now here come the Raiders. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10.
Watch him now, Barney.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Watch him now, Barney.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Detroit! Here we go now. Blue 90.
Now it's Ajayi. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Right, now,
so after the run by Jay Ajayi, here's 1st and 10. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis.
Detroit! Hey. All right, here we go. Blue 90.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
Jackson from the shotgun. Forced out to his left. And this is incomplete. Trying to get it there to Martavis Bryant. And now it's 3rd down.
Now that's a tough throw for a right-handed quarterback, rolling out to his left and trying to get the ball to a receiver. We've seen all those drills where they're trying to get the shoulders square and pointed towards the target downfield.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Jackson. That is caught. It's Perriman. They're able to convert.
Savvy.
They'll try and run for it with Yeldon. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Hurry up, here we go. 3:19. 3:19.
Throwing is Jackson. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Well, they tried to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running, 3rd down.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
From the gun, Jackson. The quick slant caught. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal. Now McManus will line up for the field goal. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And McManus able to put it through. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. So it's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
A little juke. And it winds up a terrific return, but markers are down. And this is going to come all the way back. So that will push him back.
And now we know why I have a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw now on 1st down. And he finds Tyler Croft. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And his throw is incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. He'll look to throw. Fighting through pressure. Steps away to his left. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. 1:59 to go in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, and this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Gun! Watch it now, Barney! Gun! Watch it now, Barney!
They go play action here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dalvin Tomlinson. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
We got three, fellas, we got three. Over!
They'll toss it to Ajayi. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 8 yards on the run there, and that trims it to a 3rd and 11 coming up. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when you clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle it. That's what you're looking for.
Watch it now, Barney!
On 3rd down, Jackson. A look over the middle, and he's got Perriman. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Lucky 56. 3 down. Back 99, Philly, here we go. Gun!
A 1st down carry now for Yeldon. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Here's Jackson to throw. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Second and 10. Here's Jackson again. And he comes back with one complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson being chased out left. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. Lamar Jackson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders add on to their lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This fielded at the 2. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looked like, fortunately, the Broncos able to recover. So we've reached halftime here in Oakland with the Raiders on top. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26. Yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll start out on the ground with a giant. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They run again with a Ajayi. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. The tackle there by John Johnson.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Check 26, check 26. Watch him now, Barney, Barney. Leopard, Leopard. He's coming.
They run with Ajayi. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Now, check, Patriot, Patriot. Now, let's go. Blue 90, Blue 90.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Set. Green 39. Green 39. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Over.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Flushed out, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. The Broncos say they have it. They do. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a 2-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. 2-hand. Oh, I get it. 2-hand monster. Both hands on the football. Taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. It's Kelsey on the ground. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They'll drop the throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Well, as the play call comes in on 3rd down, you have to think about 4-down territory here. Down a few touchdowns, they need points, and they need big points.
It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches. Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a 1st down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short. They come out here in the I. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They only get a hard-fought yard, but that's all they needed. It pays off the decision to go for it, 1st and goal. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now the offense will stay out there. They're going to line up and try for 2. They're going to try and run. So he got free at 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because What you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Yeah, still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Steps away. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. Final minute now of the third quarter.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
In your face.
Now a toss play. It's a jag. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
Over! Check out, bro. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in the East Bay. It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Over!
They'll go option on second down. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. The Broncos say they have it. They do.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
That was a terrific catch. I mean, to go up there and get it one-handed like that, but I almost want to go into that riff about back in my day, the gloves weren't quite like this.
When did gloves really become prevalent, just in general?
I think in the 80s. I think as we started to move through the 80s, especially as we got towards the latter part of that, but a lot of those were really like baseball.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So cancel the interception, pass interference. And
you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Watch him now, Barney!
They'll look to throw here. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great effort there. With his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2. Now a toss going left. And he'll get in for the 2 points as that'll cut the lead down from 11 to 9. So the lead is now dwindled to 9 as the kick here is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. They've got the 2-score lead. Look, though, they fumbled last possession, led to a touchdown. So while things look good here at this stage in the 4th, they got to be careful.
They definitely do because they've actually brought them back into it, haven't they? They've given them hope once again. Their purpose on this drive, squash that hope one more time.
They'll begin the drive with a jive. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech.
Detroit! Detroit! Over!
They go play action now. Jackson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
Lucky 56. Set. 3-19. 3-19. 42 by 42. Gun.
Here's Jackson, letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Amari Cooper, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. McManus now for the extra point. Extra point from McManus is good. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now let's go. Blue,
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to sling this deep down, and that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 39 that time.
No. Check. Patriot. Gun.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Marquise Lee, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Now they go screen. It's complete. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. And on the ground they go with the running back. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos cut into that lead. So now a big play here as the Broncos will line up to go for 2. They'll try and run it here. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Jackson on 2nd down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Watch him now, Barney. Watch him now, Barney. Leopard.
Here's Jackson. Flush to his right. And this is going to be incomplete.
All right, let's go ahead and try and get into the body and the mind of the linebackers. Yeah, I know they're bigger and stronger than I ever was, but in this situation, they understood what was going on as much as the offensive guys, because the offensive guys are always taught, find the first down sticks and make the play. On defense, what do you want to do? Guard the first down line. Make sure they don't get there and tackle them in front. They were able to drop in their zone coverage, figure out where the first down line was, and end up making the play, swatting it away so they couldn't get the completion.
And Denver getting set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Well, they They needed the touchdown and the two-point conversion, but they're not going to get a shot at either. This is a great play here defensively, Brandon, and at a time that they sorely needed one. And that could be enough to help get them out of here with a victory.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Ajayi to begin the drive. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And this is caught by Martavis Bryant. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Martavis Bryant, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders add on to their lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And, all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And coming out now, the Broncos. And last time, 1 play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
A good pick up there, a 22. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores, want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Green, 39.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this one is incomplete. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target. And it's 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
They'll set up to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The former Broncos scored a touchdown for him in the Super Bowl. Malik Jackson in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Boom, landed.
Looking to throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up fourth down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Detroit. Detroit.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's got the hook up to Lee. Charles, we saw a lot of points.